But I'm nervous as hell about them damn Detroit Pistons. I'm nervous as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you why I'm nervous.
So you're not picking a side?
I'm picking the Knicks. I'm
Okay,
picking the Knicks.
okay.
I would
Just
never
making
do
sure,
that.
just
I'm
making
that's
sure,
first
just
take,
making
baby. I'm always picking a side. I'm just confessing my emotional state of mind right here, okay? I'm emotional right now, right? I'm emotional because I'm in this cold ass weather. I'm emotional because the meeting got me here. I'm emotional because I had to leave the Florida sunshine, and I'm emotional because my New York Knicks have given me cause to pause and to be concerned. The Detroit Pistons are the real deal. Make no mistake about it. I love me some Cade Cunningham. I'm a huge fan of J.B. Bickerstaff. I love the fact that he departed from Cleveland and went to Detroit and immediately turned that situation around. Major props to him. I like their roster. I'm very impressed with Durant and Stewart. Now, Stewart's a wild card because you could get him ejected from a game. You could get him ejected from a series. Because that's how much of a.
I don't think he's. Let me
tell you. Listen, I don't think he does. In fairness, aside from my Knick fandom, I don't wish that on a brother. I mean, listen, I want the brother to do well. I want him to have a prosperous NBA career. I just don't want him to be successful against the Knicks. That's all. I just don't want to be successful against the Knicks. But having said all of that, let me tell you where I'm really concerned. New York Knicks win 78% of their games when they're starting five on the lineup together. When one start.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today on First Take, we're talking about a rivalry that's quickly becoming the most compelling in the Eastern Conference. The Detroit Pistons have absolutely owned the New York Knicks this season, 2 games, 2 wins, by a combined 69 points. The latest was a 38-point demolition that snapped an 8-game Knicks win streak. And Stephen A. Smith is here to tell you exactly why he's terrified. Let's set the scene. The panel is debating who they trust more to come out of the East, the Pistons or the Knicks. Vincent Goodwill starts by making the case for Detroit. The regular season record has to mean something. When you have a 6-game lead, when you have the best record in the NBA, when you have the best defense in the NBA since January 1st, you have to believe in what they've done. He acknowledges the questions about a secondary scorer behind Cade Cunningham, but points out they've dealt with that all season and managed to work it out. And defensively? Defense still matters in the NBA. Protecting the rim, protecting the point of attack, they do that better than the New York Knicks. Iman Shumpert counters with the playoff lens. He believes in the higher ceiling. When we start talking about playoff basketball, I'm looking at matchups. I see the Knicks being one of the only teams that become a hurdle for the Pistons. He points to Jalen Brunson as the deciding factor. How do you deal with Jalen Brunson? Can you go back and forth making better decisions than he can in the fourth quarter? Shump acknowledges the Pistons have been great, but expects the game to change in the playoffs. The deciding factor will be whether Cade Cunningham can take care of the ball, something he struggled with last year. And then Stephen A. steps in. And this is where it gets real. I'm gonna split the baby down the middle. I'm gonna roll with Iman with the Knicks, but I'm nervous as hell about them damn Detroit Pistons. I'm nervous as hell. I ain't going to lie. He's picking his team, but his emotional state is laid bare. He's in cold weather, he had to leave Florida sunshine, and his Knicks have given him cause to pause. The Detroit Pistons are the real deal. Make no mistake about it. I love me some Cade Cunningham. I'm a huge fan of J.B. Bickerstaff. Major props to him. I like their roster. I'm very impressed with Durant and Stewart. He even acknowledges Stewart's volatility but hopes for the best, just not against the Knicks. Then he drops the bombshell stat: New York Knicks win 78% of their games when their starting 5 is together. When one starter is out, they're damn near a .500 team. That's the problem. They're a fragile house of cards. If one piece goes down, the whole thing wobbles. He points out that under Mike Brown, the ball is being distributed more evenly, which is good for offensive efficiency. But defensively? They're 11th in efficiency, 24th in contested shots per game. That's not going to cut it against a team that wants you as badly as Detroit does. There's a difference between cats that can just ball and cats that want you. And the Pistons want the Knicks. Badly. They want the Knicks so badly, and they have played like it, and they have treated the Knicks like it. He looks at Karl Anthony Towns, an all-star, leading the league in double-doubles, but also leading the league in offensive fouls. Prone to hurting the team as much as helping it. He looks at Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart. Great players. But when one of them goes down, where's the depth? I'm very concerned about the New York Knicks. I still got them favored because they can find a way to win, and I believe in Jalen Brunson. But Detroit is here. They are here. Vinny adds the historical context. Teams rarely go from losing in the first round to the NBA Finals without adding a superstar like LeBron or KG. The Pistons are a year ahead of schedule. The Knicks are the one team in the East that has to get to the Finals this year. James Dolan has made that known. Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, they didn't get their extensions. There's still pressure there. They've done things to augment the roster, but the question is, will they play enough defense when it counts? Shump brings it back to the pressure that we're putting on the Knicks comes from us saying it's a win-now situation. The hurdle they have to face with Detroit is just saying, at the end of the game, we have to outplay you. If we don't have it going, can we stop you defensively? Stephen A. circles back to the Mikal Bridges trade, the 5 first-round picks that could have been used to get Giannis. That's the weight Jalen Brunson carries. His greatness on the court justifies the move, but the foresight? That's another question. You got to manage assets. They didn't do that. So now you got a cat that ain't worth all of that. And when you look at the New York Knicks, it's like Detroit's not going away. Cleveland's not going away. Tatum's coming back. If you're the Knicks, this is your moment. You got to seize it, because if you don't, chances are there's no time in the future we can foresee you doing it. What do you think? Are the Pistons for real, or are they just a regular season team? Can the Knicks fix their defensive issues in time for a playoff run? And is this truly the Knicks' last best chance? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you love raw, emotional fan takes and hard-hitting debate, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.